Okay, so Rain. This was one of the early songs. This is it's got a really heroic kind of atmosphere, like a classic melodic death metal kind of sound, I guess.
Yeah, I think actually this was probably the earliest sort of finished song that Awaken Sanity did. You did make a few changes along the way, but yeah, it was sort of, I think, the first one that sort of had a really sort of good finished form.
Yeah.
And yeah, like there's quite a few key changes in the song, a few anyways.
Yeah.
Especially like notable is the riff that plays after the chorus, which, you know, really has this sort of heroic kind of melody and atmosphere to it that's kind of lifts the song in a sense.
Okay, yeah, like uplifting, right?
Yeah.
There's also another one which it's a transition between the guitar solo and the keyboard solo.
Mm-hmm.
Ramkumar did a really good job with playing a keyboard solo over the key changed riff, because like that it's literally a straight up metal riff. It's a really hard thing to solo over, but he did a phenomenal job. He's a great keyboardist. Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah.
I remember with Rain, it was more like, we weren't actually planning to do it, or maybe I think we were doing some other song. I think we were doing Forbidden Lands. That's the time when Ben told me, no, don't do that, do this one. And then we started working on it. And the solo again, I mean, it's not a very straightforward trade-off. It's a very combined guitar keyboard effort, and there's a very happy sounding unison in that, which I really love, by the way. And I really like Rain because it's slightly harmonic minor when it comes to the solos and the riffs, and obviously it has this nice diversity in terms of tempo. And yeah, it's very interesting song structure wise.
Okay, Centurion. This is a song with a really catchy main theme. The melodies are really catchy. Everything about this song is catchy. It's got a really infectious groove. It makes you want to bob your head and stuff.
Yeah. So I guess a lot of those characteristics make it sort of more accessible to audiences that maybe aren't exactly used to sort of a metal sound. It'll maybe ease some people into, what Awaken Sanity is all about.
Yeah, that's right. And this is probably going to be our next single, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, so, and a thing about the solo for this song, it's one of my favorite guitar solos on this album, because the rhythm, like the riff under it is, it's really, it's kind of simple, but there's a lot of musically complicated things I did in the solo, and there's lots of modal transitions, and lots of speed runs in there, and it's very cool. Keep an eye out for the song.
Yeah. It's gonna be great when it comes out.
Great.
Centurion is a very fast, pumpy song. It's got a very melodic intro, and I really like the midsection where there's this really oriental melody going on. I thought of adding a little bit of chords in there just to make things a little bit more interesting. And then of course when it comes to the keyboard solo of Centurion, I really felt that it should be very fast, very quick, and not too cheesy or melodic like some of the other solos in the album. But the highlight for me in Centurion is definitely Ben's guitar solo. It's just so well done, and there's this tapping part that I really love. And I keep coming back to it, just to listen to that song. So, kudos to Ben for coming up with that kind of intense playing,
Okay, so We Are Legion. This is probably the shortest song on the album that we have. It's like just a little over 3 minutes, but despite its length, it's very concise and very to the point. It's probably one of a very focused song in a sense.
Yeah, it's got this raw, malicious feeling to it,
Yeah.
Like it's very dark. It's really fast, and it's sort of evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The solo in this song is up there with Centurion, like in terms of my personal favorites, because the riffs I wrote for the rhythm guitar underneath it they're pretty much all unique, like for the solo,
mm-hmm.
right? It's a solo over several riffs, and eventually I go back to the theme and I solo over the theme. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. How I guess sort of like to describe that solo is sort of like a journey. It kind of starts in one place, and then it kind of comes back full circle, going through all these different sort of locations in the form of riffs in a sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.